You will now hear a warrior's fight to change his reality. In this case, how is he changing his reality? Since our reality is linked to our body, if we are able to clean the body from the anchors of the matrix system, the reality will change for the better. This sounds a bit strange. Why does it sound? Because you have been in the matrix education system. That's why you do not know that your body is linked to your reality, and the worst part, the toxic part in your body, the sick part, they are the main anchors that connect you to the matrix virtual reality engine. If we are able to clean those parts out, our reality will change for the better, because then our soul can take over of our reality. Listen to what happens. There will be many advices that you can also use today.
Yeah, sure. I did the teaspoon Epsom salt allergy test.
Yes.
And I tasted 1 tablespoon. It seems to give me a pretty strong reaction. So do you think that dosage works for me if
No. Pretty strong reaction, it means you went to the toilet. That's a strong reaction, Like,
yeah. So that's normal.
Yes, of course. That's the purpose of the Epsom salt, is to make you go to the toilet when everything else fails. Then you take the Epsom salt, because it is very unhealthy to not have digestion. So the purpose of the Epsom salt as a medicine is for you to go to the toilet. So it is supposed that it happens. You understand? If there is some food, it will be put out. But there was no allergic. That's not an allergy if you go to the toilet from the Epsom salt. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
It would be in a small number of cases when the person is really sick and really weak, and you are obviously not, because you see how you have no nightmares on clay, you have no nightmares on seeds. But a small number of people that are very sick, they are so sick that they are allergic to everything, then they are also allergic to salts, and taking a huge dose on the day of the liver cleanse could be a danger for them. You are strong, you are full of power. For you, it is good that you are so cautious to the test, but it's not even necessary, because it's obvious that allergies are not your main problem. Okay, that's obvious that you do not have strange allergies. Like the person that is falling apart, he has a lot of strange allergies. So he's also allergic to the Epsom salt. Maybe he's even allergic to olive oil. If he's really down. If he's really sick. But you are super rational and planning. So that's a good thing, and it's good that you test it out, and you will be soon ready for the liver cleanse. By the way, I was following your statuses, and I saw that there was no significant dreams, significant nightmares, even with the seeds and even with the clays. That means that your body is clean. That means that the Matrix Society program will focus on your mind, because you are a strong warrior, and obvious attacks, are you following me? Obvious attacks are the ones that go into the body. So you have a tumor, you have a cyst, you have a sickness in the body. You can handle them. You can deal with them. So the only way where the entry point into your person is present is through the mind, not through the physical body, but through the mind, and that will be our focus of our battle. That is where our battle will happen. That is where the society will control. With other people, it's not like that. They are hideous, they are fat, they have cysts, they have tumors, they have you name it, allergies. That means that the problem is controlling them through their body, But for sophisticated people like you, Obviously, if there is no strong nightmares, no strong reactions on the seeds, on the clay, that means that there are no big anchors in the body. So in the body there are not big anchors of the society program. That means that there is an anchor in the mind. It's obvious there is, because you feel there is something, you are seeking a solution for some blockages, but your blockages are not on the level of the body, at least not on the level of the body outside the head. Because they would react already to that huge amount of clay and huge amount of seeds you were using. So that is the main purpose of the Magami protocol, is the diagnosis part, not the treatment part, because by doing it, by ingesting some exotic substances, we see what is happening, Mm-hmm. So we could never, before ingesting the ingredients, we could never know that your body is in relatively good shape, but the mind will be the battleground, because we did not ingest the ingredients. So it's like in submarine warfare, in those World War II movies, when you have an active sonar, you ping and then you see everything, but they also see you. You understand? So our active sonar is the clays and the seeds, with no bad benefit, because nothing happens bad to us, but we see the situation. And now, in your case, you took how many? 5 days of seeds and how many? 8 days of clay?
Yes.
Yes, and what was the how many grams approximately per day of clay were you taking in the end?
50.
Yeah, so that's a lot. More than that would just clog your digestion system, and it would be too much to react with the body. It would be nothing would happen, but you would just need.
I deleted some parts so the client would be shielded from the Matrix revenge influence. Now we have released only some things into the internet. You, the listener, have got super information to change your life, but the client is protected. The Matrix engine is furious, but it cannot punish the client.
We can now safely assume that your body is relatively clean, and I'm sure that you will agree with that. That you do not have major sicknesses, major problems, and I'm sure that you agree with that. Do you agree with that? Is that the situation?
Yeah, somewhat. I do have allergies, though.
Yes, but that's very strange, because are you sure? Are you sure those are really allergies, or I would not say that you have allergies, because you must always follow the system that heals you. Understand? Who says that you have allergies? The medical system that cannot cure you. So their diagnosis is not working. You understand? We'll see what you have. If so you always remember this. Only follow the terminology of the system that is working. So if somebody tells you have allergies, but he cannot heal you, then don't follow that system. You understand? So that your body is in relatively good shape, because there is no reaction, and to all these ingredients that we are taking. There should be reaction, unless the reaction is so horrible that you from yourself in nightmares, but that's a really small chance, so we can safely assume it's not the chance. You understand? So like that you were tortured as a child, so it's such a huge stress that you convince yourself not to remember that, but let's always go in the most obvious direction, and then if we are not successful in that direction, then we will cover these borderline problems. You understand? Mm-hmm. So we will proceed with them.
I deleted some parts so the client would be shielded from the Matrix revenge influence.
Proceed with them.
I deleted some parts so the client would be shielded from the Matrix revenge influence.
Which is not in the audios I sent you. I will send you a different audio for that. Something is lacking. You feel you could be better. You could be a more powerful you. that means that we will sooner or later will catch that.
I deleted some parts so the client would be shielded from the matrix revenge influence.
Which will be very little in the body, more in the mind. But we will catch him. We'll see where it's hiding.
You just heard the warrior's way to freedom, the warrior's way to new reality. Now it's time to get off your couch and go into action. There will be many stumbling blocks that await you. There will be many obstacles to cross. Contact me, let me see how I can help you. It will be much more easier this way. It is much easier if somebody gives you the knowledge than if you have to suffer and soldier on your own. Contact me now and let's see what we can do for you.